want to thank you for the reignitement of my excitement for picking up my pad and my pen. I have been bragging to friends about the students I've been meeting at the high schools, who all enjoy this old writing thing just like I do.
Well, let's say that we have a poetry slam on the 29th.
I work with kids because I think I was that kid.
Let's say 2 weeks, and that way we give everyone an opportunity to find something they like to share.
I work with high school students specifically for that student who has a very tender and special relationship with their journal, right? Like no one will understand it. The coach doesn't necessarily understand it. Football coach, basketball coach, and so I work with kids for that student, and it's something that I think is important in those years, because if you aren't careful, those are the years where you'll start feeling like it doesn't have any social equity. So you'll put the clarinet down, or you'll put the journal down and just decide to do something that'll make money, or something that will appease the status quo. I grew up between Georgia and Philadelphia, PA, and I have an older brother who's like 9 years older than me, so he lived it. See, I sued the big boom box, and I was a little brother in that space, just kind of soaking it all in, and which has a lot to do with why I DJ. Just being around the golden era of hip hop. I've been drawn to those elements in the culture of hip hop. The lyricism and DJing, and I've always known that I could express myself lyrically. Poet, rapper, all that stuff is who I am, and a lot of what I'm involved in overlap.
Take down these walls so I could tell you how I really feel. You see, we're not so wrong. Things aren't always what they seem. She keep telling me.
Her love is like lavender. It's so moving when I'm grabbing.
Lyricism. It is the skeleton that holds the weight of the rest of my personality. It does feel good to write. It feels good to write that letter and not send it. It feels good to write that email and not send it, or the tweet and not send it. So there is something to that. But is it writing or is it performing? I'm learning in the work that I do that there's definitely two valuable sides to that coin. One doesn't exist without the other.
I am learning that I can't live without it.
Break down these walls so I could show you how I truly
I feel successful when I've been able to accomplish, when I've been able to tackle a subject that's taboo-ish, but still able to approach it in a way that has a way of opening up a conversation that could move this uncomfortable thing into a place of understanding.
There's an ugly rumor running rampant that says baseball has been America's favorite pastime, and frankly, I beg to differ. See, I have watched them sniff her night in and night out, bucked eyes and gapped mouth for that moment in time. What kids? What spouse? This woman on his lap is all that he needs. He will pay her well for the hunger she feeds, a hunger that longs for more than a wife.
Okay, here we go. I DJ to support my writing habit. DJing at strip clubs specifically.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome each and every one of you to Tuesday night. Make sure you're taking good care of these lovely ladies who will absolutely take good care of you.
If there was anything that I could change personally, it would be the public's perception. But yeah, I don't have that magic wand. You have to know that my mother, my grandmother, great-grandmother were Southern Baptist women, and I was raised in that faith and in that tradition, and so yeah, it was something we had to discuss. It was definitely something we had to talk about. My grandmother for a while was conflicted, because she loves me and also wanted to hear me out when I explained how much of a blessing it is, right? Because it has been a blessing. My support system in Alaska is deeply connected and deeply rooted to this place, to this building, to the human beings in this building.
See, wherever nature takes its course, understand it could be worse. Now, imagine a world without this service. That's the world that makes me nervous.
I understand as I'm speaking, I'm speaking to a lot of the images and a lot of the mistruths that, or because everyone's thinking of, you know, the young lady in the mall with the stilettos, and you know, they exist, but I think the images that are in my head are my coworkers that have supported themselves, that have been, you know, contributing members of society, that have gone back and gotten, you know, extra education. And then I have time available to be a father. I think the relationship I have with my kids is a blessing. I bring them to as many events as I can.
Please give a round of applause for the DJ for tonight, Mr. Kima Hamilton.
Been blessed to be invited to wear, you know, many different DJ hats. So it could be at a school dance, could be at a block party. So I bring them every chance that I can, so they see me as a DJ in different vantage points. They see the skill trait and less the emotional connection to the event. And so when it is time to have that talk, you know, I think it'll be natural for them to embrace the language that it's, you know, it was a building that I got the best return on my time and skill set. If I have a confliction, if I do have a reservation, it is wrapped around, you know, someone not taking the time to put everything in context and addressing it irresponsibly, right, in a way that I think would be a detriment to the relationship that I have with the students that I work with. My mother intervened and talked about the other cheeks. He got his chance to speak. His lines were seasoned with a bunch of beeps. To me, being an Alaskan is being fearless. It's only when we find the courage to share that we find our community, regardless of what the experience is. There is a community which gives you support.